Yes, we are live. We're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. At this moment, where we are going to you live from Yokohama, Japan, virtually. We are in Africa, but we are going to talk what is happening right now in Yokohama, Japan, where the ninth Tokyo International Conference on African Development, better known as TICAD, is set to take place from August 20th to 22nd, 2025. For 3 days, African heads of state, government leaders, and international partners will gather under the theme co-creation innovative solutions with Africa. This high-level summit is co-organized by the government of Japan, the United Nations, the African Union, the World Bank, the UNDP, and bring together some of the most influential voices shaping Africa's future. But a leader like Traore, Simigoita, will not be there. And this is more than a conference, it is a platform for Africa and Japan to deepen cooperation in trade, investment, sustainability, sustainable development, peace, and human security. Expect our ground-breaking announcement, powerful speeches, and the strategic partnership that could reshape Africa's path in the coming decades. So, families, some African leaders have already attended, some of them are arriving. As you can see here, I'm going to share those who have arrived. The President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, has arrived in Tokyo, Japan. As you can see, families, let me.
No, that's okay. It's oversized, you know.
Yes, that is President John Dramani Mahama, the President of Ghana. Yes, that's the President of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama, arriving in Tokyo. So also he will participate in this summit. But Africans are asking, why every time when these foreign nations want to discuss something about Africa, they summon our leaders? So maybe next time it will be taking place in within the African continent. That's what Africans have been asking, that we need to see also this or these summits taking place in our soil. Also, South African President Mr. Ramaphosa has already arrived. Let us hear from the foreign minister. Yes, you heard from the foreign minister of South Africa talking about why South Africa is attending this summit. Of course, we know very well that Japan is industrialized country, and of course, Japan is seeking opportunity of market, and they know very well that the only market is in the continent of Africa. Um, the foreign minister of South Africa has spoken on the issue of Japan, that uh, South Africa can engage in this summit to see how they can invite uh, partnership and also investment from Japan. But I want to ask one thing. Right now, African nations, for instance, we have seen Burkina Faso have started manufacturing their own vehicles. And we know that the main buyers of second-hand cars and used cars, Japanese cars, are Africa. So do you see that Africans are going to negotiate properly with Japan, that we also Africans, we have started to manufacture our own cars. So can we also export our cars to Japan? If it is a business, why a business is in one side? I think we need a win-win situation. So families, these summits always are benefiting those who are sponsoring. For instance, this summit is being sponsored by the Japan, that Japan is summoning African leaders and those who looks like uh, inspiring and powerful. So the aim, and if you look very keenly, you will understand that we Africans, what we offer to Japan mainly is raw materials. We will offer raw materials. And in this era where we are talking about industrialization, are we going to negotiate to talk to Japan properly that, yes, you, Japan, you want partnership with Africa, you have supported Africa in many various sectors, but we want your market, not market in raw materials. We want market in finished product. Of course, we know that Japanese will do one thing that, uh, of course, I don't like the thing of inviting investors instead of creating Africans becoming their own investors. We have always seen Africa or Africans being inviting other people to come and invest instead of Africans being investors themselves. But I think the time for Africa to be also investors in their own resources is now. Let us now dive a little bit on the issue of Africa's economy. Is Africa not begging? Is Africa is negotiating as equal partner at TICAD in this summit? Every deal signed here or that will be signed here in Yokohama, does that the deal means job, industries, and strong economic back home, or it will be a market deal where Japan will have access of African market? This is Africa's century, and we know that partnership like TICAD approve the world knowledge. But if we don't negotiate properly, Africa will continue to become a market and supplier of raw material. When Japan invests in Africa, it's not just about number on paper. It is schools, it is hospitals, and clean water for our people. So, but what about Africans investing in Japan? So the youth of Africa are asking, when will we Africans investing in other nations? When you hear these stories, investment, you find that it is Africans who are calling others come and invest, as if as we Africans we have already invested. So we have a lot of things, so we need others to come and invest. But if you look very keenly, you find that we are not invested much. Africa, we're supplying cheap labors, we are supplying raw materials. When will Africa also starting investing in other nations, in foreign nations? So drop this line with NH at key translation and also like after leader speech. And we will try to share what will happen there in Yokohama. This is just a preamble on what is going to happen the day after today. It means tomorrow about this summit. We'll share update from there. As my dear lovely family, we include um, other leaders, as I said, will give opportunities other commentators to speak and to share their thought on this matter, that why other leaders are not invited and some not just invited, some of them are not attending. And when will Africa starting also investing in other foreign nations or other nations? Because we have seen for a long time that Africa is only the continent that is inviting other people to come and invest in their countries. Why Americas or Europeans are not inviting Africa to invest in Europe, in America? They're saying we don't have technologies. Which kind of technology that they're talking about? So, families, friends, fellow Africans, as we conclude our live coverage, just short coverage on the TICAD 9, a conference from Yokohama, one thing is clear that Africa is not on the sideline of global development. Africa is in the center. Over these 3 days, leaders will exchange ideas and also they will find some solutions for challenges that is facing uh, business and economies, especially in development in the continent of Africa. Not to seek aid or begging. No, we want negotiation and we want partnership. So, families, friends, fellow Africans, to you, every Africans, if you like the video to be better, if you want to join this big family, also it will be good because we want Africans to get more messages, message of love, message of hope, and message of unity. But one thing, as I said, Captain Ibrahim Traoré will not be there. We know that these leaders are not happy with summoning of African leaders. So Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Abdulrahman Chiani, and Simi Goita, and many others will not be there. But President Ramaphosa, President John Dramani Mahama of Ghana have already attended the summit and they're preparing to attend the summit. Here is when the President of South Africa, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, was departed. As you can see, families. Yes, that is when Ramaphosa was leaving South Africa to Tokyo, Japan. Also, he has arrived. I'd like to share when he arrived in Tokyo, Japan. It was somewhere called Narita International Airport. So this is Narita International Airport. Yeah, this is President Ramaphosa arriving in Japan. So some African leaders have already started to arrive. As I said, you see Ramaphosa, John Dramani Mahama is already there. So we hope this will be a constructive summit that will bring benefit to the people of Africa. So families, as I said, um, I will share what will happen there. If there will be speeches from our leaders, I will share those speeches. And I hope our leaders will represent us very, very well. At that, thank you for watching. Have a nice time. See you next time. This is just an update from Yokohama, Japan. where African leaders are gathered there to attend TICAD 9 in Japan.